Alrighty, I am Richard. This is Richard Leland Neal's channel. This is the wet ground of a place I was working in the rain. Oh, I wish it would rain. Been sneezing because of the dust in the air. And I haven't left the house. But, okay, there's one thing that I have to talk about because no one's going to be interested in anything else today, and that is Donald Trump via Twitter announced that him and his wife tested positive for COVID-19. Okay, and obviously this video is non monetizable. This channel is not at this point monetized, but it's like I could talk about anything else and it's just no one's going to care right now. This is the big news. President fake news is sick. And that brings us to our first question. Is he telling the truth? I mean, this comes right after his debate with Joe Biden, which they said was an utter dumpster fire. And, even Fox News, Donald Trump said, pulled against him. So saying he's got COVID could be a call for sympathy, or, it could be a way of getting out of future debates. It's very possible that this guy is trying to use the disease to shut himself up and, just not face the world for a while, which I have to admit is very appealing. His advanced age does mean that, he is more likely to not only contract but suffer major complications from the disease. But, his doctor said he was healthy as a fat horse. So it's really hard to tell. He has a very unique biology in that regard. Now, assuming this is real, of course, as I mentioned, he's an old man. And not only is he an old man, but he's an old man with a terrible diet, terrible hygiene probably. He just doesn't care and doesn't understand, and, is probably going to fight with his doctors. So, yes, this could be very bad for Mr. President. I don't know if he'd die before the election, which would just mean that we'd wind up with Mr. Pence. And then Mr. Pence would be able to run as an incumbent for another term. So, don't know. I really don't. This is a very uncertain point in American history. We're all sitting here wondering what's going to happen, hoping it'll work out. I mean, you look at me, I'm on unemployment, and, Biden victory means that, I don't know, by the time Biden takes office, he could extend unemployment, which would be good for me. He could expand benefits and even retroactively expand benefits. So I could wind up with a lot more money in my pocket, and he's not the president we want, but he's better than Trump, which is the platform he's running on. So, I don't know, folks. Truth is that right now we are going through a dark time, and we all have to really fight for that. And, it's like the Titanic sinking. It's every person for themselves to a certain extent. I'm praying for my friends, and I'm praying for my subscribers and all that sort of people. So, except for you, Craig, you know who you are. Sexual harassment is not funny, Craig. You should at least apologize. Anyway, so that's today. Again, you're not going to be interested in anything else, so I'm putting that one out there.